Hello friends and welcome to another video. We're doing a series of games against bots and explaining move by move, so for all levels, and maybe you can get a better understanding on chess. So here on chess.com we have many bots, and we already played against Martin, Wayne, Fabian, which are 250 elo, and now we are moving to play against Juan, Philip, Eleni, so around 400 rating. Okay, so today let's play with Juan and let's see how it goes. So let's start the game. As usual, guys, we are not trying to, 400 is still improving, like it's still already knows how to move the pieces, but it's still beginner. And so we are not teaching the English, we are not teaching the reti, we are not teaching some queen pawn openings. Let's stick to the basics, okay? And I'm not telling that e4 is basics. Actually, this can go pretty wild on the enormous quantity of openings that can come from here. But to explain the concepts, castling kingside as soon as possible, developing those pieces, let's stick to it, because at this level, this is what you have to do, you don't have to find incredible combinations. You don't have to set up amazing traps. No, this is all... sorry, guys, this is all garbage, okay? So if you saw this in other channel, or this is all garbage. I've been learning from grandmasters from decades. I'm a national master, and watch out, guys. Watch out. There's pretty a lot of garbage out there, okay? So whenever you find some, always win with this opening. This is a lie, okay? They are lying to you. They probably want to sell you some online course, okay? So just pay attention to it. You will remember me. Every time you see a video that says it will change your game forever, in 1 week you will learn, like you will crush any opponent with this opening, like, search on the description a lot. There's an online course for that, and this is all bullshit. All right, so we need to explain the concepts here. There's no winning opening. Okay, the opening, you just have to follow some principles and don't mess it all up. You can never win at the opening, but you can lose. So that's what you need to avoid. Okay. But don't try to set up traps or something like that, things like that. Okay, so we are fighting for the center. We are occupying the center already. And our opponent is like crazy. He probably wants to bring the rook. And what do you have to do here is simply keep occupying the center. We are dominating the center. The rook cannot come to the game. The knight is attacking the pawn. We can push the pawn, or we can develop. This time, on the other video, I pushed the pawn. Like, we have the same position, exactly the same position. This time, I am... develop the bishop. Okay, I'm developing the bishop and protecting the pawn. This pawn is under attack, and now I'm developing the knight. So as you can see, we do have already a good development. And this move is really wrong. I mean, it's doing nothing. He should be developing the pawns here and the bishops and trying to protect the king, but he's not. So can we take immediate advantage of that? I'm thinking about moving those pawns. The point is that he still can attack the bishop. So maybe we can play c3 or maybe a3, so we are able to push the pawn and not be harassed by the knight. You know what? I want to play a3 here. And it looks like a slow move, but actually it is not. And now we are attacking the knight. Okay. The knight has not many good places to go. He would probably need to go to the center, and it would be bad placed there, but he was not losing the knight. But as you can see, like, we are simply developing and we can grab the knight. Let's do it. Okay, let's just take the knight. So we already have a good advantage on the game. And now he's playing with the other rook here. Like, what do we have to do now? Calm down. Don't start grabbing everything. Don't start grabbing pawns or being over materialistic. Maybe this one we can grab, but we are kind of helping our opponent to develop the pieces. Maybe we should be playing like h3 and castling, or developing another piece would probably be better. But okay, I mean, is it worth sacrificing the pawn? Maybe we can do it and then develop the pieces. Let's go for this, okay? But we need to be aware that we are kind of helping our opponent a little bit. But okay, So let's keep developing. Let's not try to make magical combinations, checkmating. No, it's not time for that. We didn't castle. We didn't develop our pieces. This move is a little bit annoying. All right. So this move is a little bit annoying. We could capture, but we don't want to do that. We want to keep our pieces developed. And h3 is a possibility here. But yeah, you know what? I'm simply developing. But h3 was possibly a good move. And now we are ready to develop the bishop as well, targeting the center. And you are obviously lucky. Wait, am I a poor sport? Okay, some funny messages here going on. All right, so this is a good time to play h3. He's threatening to go after our bishop. We don't have the g3 square because of this pawn. And we can, of course, take this, but just be careful. Here there's a fork, so it's not time to grab material. h3 seems a very perfectly fine move to be played here. Also, only now I saw this pawn is hanging, which is super awesome. We are also able to exchange queens and be material up. I mean, it's probably better than h3. So when you find a good move, look for a better one. And who said that was the former world champion Emanuel Lasker. He used to say this quote: "Whenever you find whenever you find a good move, don't play it. Look for a better one." And we just did that. And let's go for this. Bishop takes with a check. And if he captures with the rook, we could recapture, but we want to make sure that the king is going to be misplaced first. Then we're going to take the queen first, because it comes with a check. And then we take the rook with an attack here on c7, which is awesome. We are attacking both pawns. And it's a free pawn. Let's grab it. And now, this is very stylish. The knight is protected, so we can do this long side, queenside castling with check. A very stylish move, but rather than stylish, it's also a good move. But okay, you could go rook d1 and castle as well, but it just doesn't matter too much now. I mean, the game is getting over. Yeah, let's stick with the rook here. We could take with the knight as well, but we are attacking the king. Like, we're going for checkmate already. So let's keep hunting the knight, the king. I like this move. The knight is protected, the rook is protected, the king is being harassed and thrown to the corner. So is this checkmate, guys? Is this checkmate? Let's check it out. The king cannot go here because of the knight. The king cannot capture the rook because it's protected by both knights. The king cannot here because of this knight. The king can go nowhere, all right? So this is a very early checkmate. And did we do anything special to get this victory? Sorry about that. That was some popcorn going to the smoke detector. Sorry about that. And so yeah, let's take a look at the review here. Let's just see where we made some mistakes. Possibly we did a few. Yeah, there's a miss here and an inaccuracy. Okay, so we were very accurate here, and let's see the miss. So we missed an opportunity with a3. What is the opportunity here? Is e5 immediately. And what if knight here? c4, and what if knight here? Bishop e2, and the knight is like in a bad position here. e6, oh, to fork the bishop. And what if pawn takes? Yeah, this is a little bit more advanced stuff. It's computer lines. Don't worry about that. But okay, this shows that it could have been better. And now this pawn is hanging probably, right? Yeah, I mean, don't worry about that. This is computer lines. And we're not supposed to go deeply on those things at this moment, all right, guys? So yeah, I mean, what was his problem? He was not developing, he was playing this, he was playing that, and that's why he lost. He didn't develop the pieces, he didn't took care of his army. And what we did was just developing pieces, bringing the pieces to the game, collecting material. Okay, we just exchanged there, bringing the pieces to the game. So we're doing not magic stuff, right, guys? So you only need deep combinations. It's only in another level, only later on the game. So for this level, it's simply developing the pieces. If you develop the pieces, like you are way ahead of many other players, okay? Develop the pieces, take care of your king safety, don't go wild trying to checkmate your opponent in the few moves. No, this is not the way you want to play, okay? You just want to know what you're doing, you just want to have a mini plans during the game and develop. That's as simple as this. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your audience and see you next time.